Extreme Foolishness TV here. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness that goes on around you. Today, I'll be talking to you guys about the Texas abortion law that the Supreme Court allowed to go into effect. I'll be talking to you guys about how extremely foolish this law is and why it doesn't make any sense. First of all, I'll be wearing my attorney hat. Not my extreme foolishness hat today. You know what? I'll wear both hats. The Texas abortion law pretty much bans abortion after 6 weeks, 6 weeks or more. So any abortion provider cannot perform abortion services 6 weeks or more. This is when most women find out they're even pregnant in the first place. What bothered me also is that there's no exception for incest, rape, which I feel like it's crazy. Like, why would you not make that a kind of exception? That is the first extremely foolish part of the law. The second part is that typically in constitutional law, we were taught that a state actor, you can only sue a state actor for a constitutional violation. In other words, if you're trying to allege that your First Amendment rights were violated or your Fourth Amendment rights or any of your rights under the Constitution, you have to sue a state actor. You can't sue a private party. So based on the present law, Roe v. Wade, Casey, abortion is allowed. Based on United States Supreme Court precedent, abortion is allowed up to the second trimester. So what Texas did was cleverly and extremely foolishly made it such that any government official in Texas would not enforce the law. So that way you cannot sue any government official as a state actor. They took themselves out of it. They now gave private citizens the right to sue anyone who pretty much provides abortion, which means the doctor, anyone who aids and abets the doctor in performing the abortion. I don't know. Does that mean an Uber driver who drove the lady or the patient to the clinic? Because technically, if an Uber driver picks up a lady to the clinic, you could arguably say the Uber driver aided and abetted the lady, and you could sue the Uber driver. You could also sue anyone who paid for it. So a lot of y'all baby daddies out there supporting this law, I know a lot of y'all be cripping and getting folks pregnant and paying for it. They could sue you too based on this law. So it allows a private party to sue pretty much the doctor, anyone who aids and abets the abortion service provider, i.e. the Uber driver, or anyone who pays for it. That brings you to another constitutional nightmare, which is standing. In constitutional law, you're taught that before you can sue someone, you have to have standing. So how would you now say a private person has standing to sue another person when that private party had no injury? Because you will have to show injury to pretty much have standing. If you're not aggrieved in any way or injured in any way. So why give the power to a private citizen? In other words, Texas is deputizing private citizens to go out there and hunt down folks who are doing abortions and sue them and maybe get $10,000 or more. That is so stupid. That's extremely foolish. How would you even enforce it? How would the private parties know who's doing abortion? Would they stand outside an abortion clinic and look, oh, what's your name? And go sue them? Are they going to take the tag number of the Uber driver? Are they going to find out the baby daddy who paid for it? Like, I understand they can find out the doctor because obviously everyone's going to know the doctor. You know where the clinic is. So that is how extremely foolish this law is. And sadly, a lot of folks who are supporting this law, the so-called freedom fighters, the people who are saying, please give me the freedom to do whatever I want to do. I want to wear my mask. The government should stay out of private parties' business. Why are you all supporting government into telling women what to do with their body, with their uterus. What is your business? Where's the freedom advocate here? All the pro-life people. Why are you not supporting people wearing a mask to preserve life? Are you just pro-life before the baby is born? And then after the baby is born, you don't care about the life anymore? If the mother now has the baby and applies for public assistance, she starts to scream, oh, she's trying to get welfare. They're trying to get welfare. They're trying to depend on the government. So which one is it? Are you pro-freedom? Are you pro-life? Because if you're pro-life, you're not going to want people to die, especially with all this COVID stuff going on. You're going to want people to wear a mask. And if you're so much pro-freedom and you want the freedom to do what you want to do so the government won't tell you whether or not to have a mask mandate, then why do you want the government to tell women what to do with their bodies? So this whole extreme foolish stuff, and the Supreme Court disappointed me. That's why the majority who voted not to block this law from taking effect did not even have the guts to write an opinion. So anyway, that's all I have for now. I don't want this video to be too long. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell notification. I appreciate you guys for watching and listening. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. People, let people just be. Let them live their lives, for God's sake. And most importantly, say no to extreme foolishness.